Yeah, g'day all. This is just a series of videos I've made up. I did a trip down through Patagonia and the Andes Mountains, starting in Santiago, which is just up the top, hiring a four-wheel drive in Temeco, and then driving all the way down south, as you can see by the purple line, coming all the way down, eventually then getting to a place called Ushuaia, which of course then I jumped on a ship and went to the Antarctic. But I just thought I'd put this together. There's a series of videos I've done, mainly just to help people to work out if you're ever going to do it yourself one day. So yeah, I've just done a series of videos. You can check them out if you like, and if you don't want to, that's fine. I don't want any thumbs up or any of that subscribe stuff. I'm just doing it because yeah, just to help people out if you want some information in regards to it. First tip, very important, is that you get some very good navigational equipment together. The car company that hired the vehicle to me, which is LYS in Chile, they were extremely good, but I still needed, I still felt that I needed some very good updated GPS navigation, which would have been handy, but they even also a very good map with very good detail to get yourself out of trouble. But the scenery is all through here, of course, is pretty amazing. Mountains, something we don't get in Australia. Snow-capped mountains, very high. I did a total of 5 border crossings. You can see the purple line there. Again, LYS, the car company, was very good. They prepared all the paperwork for me, all the rego papers and whatever else. The only thing I had to have was my passport with it all, and everything went extremely smoothly and went really well. All the hotels I stayed in, marked with the purple circles, were all prepaid, but they were also all very good. Everyone was very obliging and helpful. I didn't have any issues at all. So I travelled a total of about 3,800 kilometres in 17 days. I could have taken a lot longer, of course. If I had a camper van, I would have. There's some fantastic scenery, of course, through all this area here, through Puriwapi and from Bariloche and Esquel through there. And then, of course, coming out further down, we go Gores. I can't really pronounce any of these Spanish words. Again, out in the middle of the desert. And then back into El Calafate, where the big glacier is. And then a bit further south, of course, here, which is Torres del Paine, which is the Patagonia region. Very interesting. The one good thing that that LYS allowed me to do was to cross the Strait of Magellan. Now I'm just going to flip this over. So as you come down from Torres del Paine, which is up here, and then you end up in Punta Arenas, and of course that's the Strait of Magellan there. You can cross over either at this point, if you wish, which is a lot shorter. I chose to go across from Punta Arenas across to Porvenir. That trip there is about 1 hour and 50 minutes. And then from there, of course, continued on down here, stayed in Rio Grande, and then eventually, of course, down here in Ushuaia. A lot of islands all in this district. A lot of people, I know for a fact, they drive to this point and get off and actually get onto a ship and then do a ship voyage down and around to Ushuaia. But I tried to drive, of course, because that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, so I've got to apologise too. In some of these videos there's a little bit of swearing, so I apologise for that. The locals, being like locals in every place, of course, every country, they go extremely fast. So yeah, sorry for about a bit of swearing there. Yeah, I was trying to edit a lot of these videos. I'm not very good with a computer, so you'll have to excuse my lack of knowledge about how to do all this, but I think some of them have come together fairly good. A lot of places I went, of course, were extremely remote. Down in areas like here, of course, even though there's small towns there, but there's basically nothing there. Highly recommend, whenever you come anywhere near a town that actually has a petrol station or a fuel, make sure you fill up, because you can get yourself into a bit of trouble. I nearly came to grief there near Los Antiguos because I didn't have enough fuel and I left it too late, which is in this area here. But I managed then to travel that 60 kilometers to get across to this next town. Los Antiguos didn't have any fuel for me, so my fault. I should have got probably filled up here in a place called Chile Chico, but that's all right. It all worked out. I nearly got lost a couple of times simply because the GPS was all in Spanish, so I made the mistake there. But anyway, in this place here, I got lost, but also I got a little bit lost also down here in Rio Grande. But my fault there, I just didn't have enough detail in my mapping. So yeah, just be well prepared. And like I said, the hire car company that did it for me is called LYS in Chile, and they were exceptionally good, and they can and will give you any car that you choose. All right, like I said, if you don't want to look at any of this, don't, just look at something else. And yeah, I hope any information that you may see or get from it all, it may come in help for any trip that you're planning on doing. Okay, cheers.